Welcome to Cellular Celebrations. Feeling the placement of your feet on the earth, allowing a deep spread of the feet, soften through the knees. The arms come up, and we're going to, as though we are drawing on paper, make a circle. A second time. The other way. This circle is representative of a human bodily cell. Most cells have a nucleus in the center. So we come to the navel, connect here. And on the outer surface of the cell, we have microvilli, little projections that increase the surface area. So I'm wiggling my fingers. You can't see, but I'm also wiggling my toes. The arms come down. And our cells breathe, internal respiration. So we're going to take an in-breath, have a sense of expansion, and out-breath, contraction. We come to our neutral standing position. Our cells echo how we live our lives. We have a boundary, the skin, bringing the hands to touch where your skin is exposed. And this boundary allows things in and out. We have a flow to celebrate this. So we're taking the left leg back. We have thumbs, index fingers connected, and in breath and out breath. In breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. We're going to bring this leg in and come to a sense of tree. So we breathe in oxygen that the tree breathes out. We come out of this. The arms away from the body come back behind the head. They're tracing down the back of the body without touching. This is your peripersonal space. Imagine under the feet will come back up. We're opening out and bringing back up. We'll do that one more time. So feeling the space around your boundary of skin. We bring the arms down. We're going to link the thumbs, reaching the arms away and folding. To come out, release the thumbs, bend the knees, curl on back up. I'm going to do this on the other side. So here, taking the right leg back. We have thumbs, index fingers. We're exchanging air, which we do through the boundary of our body. We have an in breath, out, in, out, in, and out. We then come back in, find our tree. It can be a low one, it could be a higher tree. We breathe in the oxygen that the tree breathes out. We release our tree. We're having a sense of our peripersonal space. Then we're taking the arms down, back, link up thumbs. Let them extend back as far as is comfortable. And we have a fold. We soften the knees, roll back up. So from our boundary, as a human, as a cell, we may be hungry, we have a need, we reach out, we bring in, and we break down. Reaching out, you might soften through the knees, bringing in, breaking down. Then we need time to absorb what we have brought in. So we have a flow to express this. Taking one hand on the heart, the other on the small intestine. So it's in the small intestine that a lot of the absorption takes place, absorbing what we need into the blood, hence the connection with the heart. So settling, a stillness, a sense of absorbing. We release the hands. The left leg will then come back. The hands in prayer either facing down or facing up, or you could support at wrists or elbows. We're going to lift the heart up. Feel a reach through to the small intestine. Then we extend forwards. We come back up with the torso, bend the front leg into warrior one. The hands come down to the small intestine. The back leg hops in or steps in a little. You can choose whether you raise the heel only. You might take off the foot. You might extend higher. Come down. You may want to land the foot. Otherwise, you can take it through, reaching up the arms. And landing. The other side. Hand to small intestine, heart. Settling, absorbing. Prayer hands to the back, either down or up. It may be another type of contact with the hands and wrists and elbows. Then the right leg is coming back. We're extending. Feel a reach from the heart to the small intestine. Then we're taking that forwards. As we come up, we release the arms. We're going to take it into warrior one. The hands come down to the small intestine. We bring the foot in, possibly onto the ball. Possibly we lift. Possibly we extend. We come all the way down, either touching the floor or not. Bring it through and back up. We lower, the arms come down. So, in our bodies, we need to purify. We may have taken things in that we no longer, or maybe toxic. And we also have an impetus. I'm going to come to the kidneys. We're taking the hands, we're going to rub here. So indicative of the winter season. The kidneys also key organs of purification. And they also, from the back, give us an impetus. So release, a sense of purification. You come to squeeze your hands and release. If you imagine the kidneys like sponges, so again, this echoes the breath. It's an out and in and out. Then we're going to have a sense of impetus. We're going to, doesn't matter which, one leg forwards, one leg back. Hands. And we're going to really, with the back of the body, push, return. We're staying on this side. We come in and change leg. Really feel that you can push yourself forwards. Sense of perhaps drive, will, in a positive sense. Coming from the back, moving you forwards. We let that settle. So in the body, what we've absorbed needs to circulate. What we've purified has come through circulation. We also have a sense of how we might protect ourselves. So circulation and protection. We have a flow. So hands together to the heart. Taking an in-breath up. You might take the heels up as well, you might not. An out-breath down. The left leg comes out on a diagonal. We bend both knees. We're going to reach out and draw back in. The back leg extends and we come into warrior two. We're going to find either a clasp at wrists or elbows, or again, we could have the prayer hands either down or up, whichever you've chosen. We're twisting down to that leg, but looking up. We push up a little bit. The back leg is coming in. We're on the ball of the foot and we're bending down, curling in, protection. And then coming back out, stepping into the middle. Ready to go again. So, in breath, arms up, out breath, down. Right leg out. We bend, we reach, draw in, a sense of making a circuit. From here, we transition into warrior two. We find some clasp at the back. I'm going for the prayer again. Then there's a twist. You lower, but at the same time you're looking up. We come all the way back up. We're going to then take the back leg, bring it in. We're on the ball of the foot and we're coming into a protected position. Pushing them back up and coming round. So, as a cell, as a human, we need to adapt. That means we may have to change the direction in which we're going. So even if it's one way, we might have to want to go in another way and make that adjustment. Elbows in and rotating. Have a sense what it's like to go from one side to the other. Let me lace the fingers. We're coming right up. We're pushing up with the palms of the hands, down with the feet. We're having an arc to one side. Coming back through center, arcing to the other side. Back through center, arms down, soften the knees. And some relaxed spinal twists. Seeing the world, front, sides, and back. Let that settle. So we're going to transition onto hands and knees. I'm adjusting my camera and having a drink, and I will meet you there. So the skin, our boundary, we're going to push up into the back and down into the front, up into the back, down into the front, up into the back, down into the front. We're going to do the same again, but this time on the lower arms. So pushing up and down, perhaps bringing your breath, in breath and out breath. From here, we're coming to our hunger, our need for something outside us, to bring it in and break it down. We're starting with a high kneeling position. We're taking the arms out, drawing in. Then we're taking the left arm up and over. Possibly, if you curl the toes under, you might meet the heel. We look up, we feel that opening down to the digestive tract. Then we come back down. We're going to, with the toes curled under, find a standing forward fold. So the legs can be softly bent or straight. You might even rest the digestive tract on your upper legs. We come out of this. We're moving the weight forwards. We're coming again to really reach through the digestive tract. Then from here, bending the elbows, coming into a sphinx-like position. Feel that pressing the lower digestive tract into the earth. Then from here, we lift up the pelvis, bring the knees in, keep the arms forwards and come into a child. We release from here. I'll turn round. You get ready to do it all again. So, I'm kneeling, toes possibly curled under. Reach out. We bring in. Then the right arm is up, possibly down to the heel. The other one comes up. We reach through the digestive tract. We come back. Then we're going to fold into the digestive tract. So standing forward fold, legs bent straight, whatever clasp or no clasp that feels good for you. We release. We're going to bring the weight into the hands and arms. From here, we lower down into the Sphinx. From here, we push the hands back a little and transition into a child with extended arms. The toes could be curled under, they could be released down. And then we come to a high kneeling position. So we've kneaded, we've brought in, we've broken it down. Now we need to absorb. So hand on heart, hand on small intestine. Finding a stillness here. Giving yourself the opportunity to absorb. So the digestion, we might have a sense that we break things down, but there's also the need for it to be taken in comfortably. Release. Back to the kidneys again. Purification and impetus. We have the hands down. The right leg is going to come back. We have a few pushes. So you feel that power there. Then we're going to take the right leg up. If it's available, extend the left hand, even possibly take it up. And then we're going to bring knee to elbow and extend back out. We come back down. The hands come to the left so the right leg can come through. We have a hand either side now. We curl the back toes under, take the knee off, let the hip sink as far as is comfortable. And to feel how that could propel you forwards. A runner's lunge. Then the back knee comes down. We bring the hips forwards. We feel the kidneys at the back pushing us forwards, tiny back bend. Release. We'll take this leg into our pigeon. And we have the kidneys here, but we'll also come back to that sense of absorption through the heart and the small intestine. We release. And we'll find it on the other side. So we have the left leg. It comes back. We rock into the heel. Then the weight will need to come forward, so you can take this leg up. You might be able to slide the right arm forward. You might be able to lift it. From there, we bring knee to elbow. We take it back out again. Then we bring it down. We take the hands to the right, so the left leg can come through. We have a hand on either side. The back leg, curl the toe under, see how far the hips will lower. Back knee then comes down. Into a low warrior one. As you come down, reorganize into the pigeon. Kidneys at the back. Heart, small intestine at the front. There. We come in. Curl the toes under, a downward facing dog, and we are lifting the heels, walking through. So this again is for our kidneys. Have a sense of where they are. And then we'll bring that down. So we've absorbed, we've purified, we found our forward propulsion. Connecting into circulation now. So the blood circulates, from shifting weight in a clockwise direction. We take a pause. We also need to be able to protect. Going to find a child position with hopefully the arms coming back so you're as most contained as you can be. You may be able to be aware of your breath. We're going to find our way out of this. So our last flow on hands and knees to express how we need to adapt and change direction. We're taking the left leg, it comes out, we come up, we arc into the gate, we arc the other way, we might lift the heel of the extended leg, we might actually lift the extended leg, we bring it down. We're going to then turn towards that bent leg. Both hands come down. You come into that lengthened back leg. Then the hand of the bent leg is coming onto the sacrum and you twist. Release. We're coming back in to the center, finding our hero. So adaptation, the ability to go from one side to the other side, adjust. One more time through on the other side. So it's the right leg. We come to find our gate. Extend the other way. You might take the heel off the extended leg, might lift it. It comes down and we turn, just keeping that leg extended. Then the arm of the bent leg comes to the sacrum and we twist away from the front arm. Come back. And bring that knee in. Hopefully swivel on both knees. If swiveling doesn't suit you, then find another way. And reaching into hero. So basically, fingers laced, palms up. And we're going to transition now into sitting. We're sitting with the legs bent. If it's comfortable, if it's not, then sit how you like. We are returning to the boundary of self, the skin. So touch to the exposed skin, face, neck, hands, possibly some of your arms. maybe feet, lower legs. So through our boundary, we take in and give out. The breath is a wonderful example. So just take the legs a little bit wider, and we're going to expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, and contract. We have a flow now for our hunger and breakdown. We have an extended butterfly. We're reaching out. We are bringing in. We are breaking down, taking the arms under the legs. And curl the spine back up. We're going to have a bent leg boat. So wherever you want to place your hands for this, keeping the legs bent. Then we bring that down, lengthen through, and fold. So again, extended butterfly, reaching forward, drawing in, breaking down, scooping through, rolling up, taking the boat, coming back, lengthening through, and folding. So you're bringing the digestive tract down to the legs. So we're coming back, finding a sitting position that is most comfortable for you. So I like to bend my legs, but you don't need to. One hand to the heart, one to the small intestine, and settling here, giving time to absorb. Very, very important part of the digestive journey. It can be a meditative quality. You may subtly feel the hands being moved by your breath. So purification, the kidneys, impetus, the kidneys. We have the right leg bent, the left leg lengthened. We're going to really lift up that posture there. We're going to take the arms behind. We drive up with the pelvis either on the mat, or you might find If you readjust your leg, you can lift up. This comes back in. We take that leg down, we lift up, and we have a fold here. So we're going to have a sense of the kidneys this time, particularly the kidney on the right side. We come back up. Both legs are bent. We roll back. Try to get the legs somewhere over the head. We come back. We let the legs lengthen, and we have 1, 2, and 3. So we now have the left leg bent. We use it to lift us up. The arms come behind. We'll now need to slide the leg back out, possibly lift up, down, fold, we come back, we bend, we have a roll back onto the kidneys, taking the legs over the face, rolling back, finding our way back up. This time the right leg is bent, left is lengthened, and we have a few lifts. We come out of this. We're going to find our butterfly. So your knees will be where they're most comfortable for you. Bringing the hands to the heart. So circulation. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. And out breath. Bring the knees up a bit higher. We are taking the left arm high, the right arm low, taking hold of the knees. And as you tip forwards, just see how far comfortably the legs can go out. This is a protected position. Now draw the knees back in. The underneath arm comes up and over. We come back into it again. We come out. So last flow in sitting, the change of direction. Legs lengthened and arms extended. So the right arm and leg bends like you're pulling a bow and arrow. We'll do 2 of those. Then the same leg bends in. We twist towards it. If you want it stronger, then the extended foot flexes. And then we're going to wrap round, twist the other way. Some people might have the bind here. Not for everybody. We come back. And we repeat. Again. So, we bow and arrow, this time with the left. 1, 2, bring that left leg in, twist towards, twist away, possibly bind, and release. Let both legs lengthen. We'll take, it really doesn't matter which one hand down, the other arm up, have a little pulse to one side, change over, pulse to the other side. Come back, and we're journeying on to our back. The knees are bent, making yourself comfortable. Some contact with the skin, front face, neck, hands, arms. Then we bring the hands to the outer sides by the lower rib cage. Tune into our breath, and you might feel it moving out and in. So a feeling of boundary breathing. Choose one hand for the belly. Choose the other hand underneath the collarbone. Connect into breath. And this time you might feel movement up and down. Your boundary breathing. The hand that is underneath the collarbone, let that come to the lower back where you can comfortably reach. Connect into breath. This time you might feel movement front and back. So we're dimensional, a dimensional boundary breathing. We release. Hunger and breakdown, we push up into a bridge. We come back down. Hands to the front of the thighs, chin to chest, we curl up. We come down. The left leg lengthens. The right bent leg comes over the left. Use the left hand to take you into a spinal twist. Looking to the right. And we come back. We repeat this. So, bridge. Rolling back. Hands on thighs, chin to chest, curl up. This time we lengthen the left foot above the knee if it's comfortable or below, and we use it to twist. We come back. One hand on the heart, the other on the small intestine. Let the legs lengthen, settle, absorb. Then the right leg comes in, we pulse, we circle one way. So this is pressing into the kidney on this side. We press the other way. And we extend. If it's uncomfortable with a straight leg, you could bend it. Some pulsing. Then we bend that leg. We take the other leg off and we change. Let both legs bend. Bring the right one down. Let it lengthen. And then we pulse the left. Let it circle. We change direction. Then this time, just keep the hands to the leg, bring the other one up, and we change over with a hand support. And bring both in. Pulse, so you press into the kidneys. A little rock side to side. Feet down. Circulation. The arms come up over the head and they circle down. The next time the arms come down, let them bring the legs up. Stay as connected as you can to the legs. Chin to chest, possibly. If not, keep the head down. But you're going to try and come into a tight ball, the sense of protection. You might find that you're moving here a little. And then releasing your way out. We'll bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. So adaptation, changing direction, knees one way, head the other. So your own rhythm and timing going side to side. So as an organism, we need all these different expressions of self. And then bringing your knees to the side of the camera. We'll come on to the side of the body. Here we'll connect with our navel, our nucleus. We'll extend the arm and leg, wiggle the fingers and toes, the microvilli right on the outer boundary, for increasing the surface area. Then we'll bring them down and adjust into semi-sitting. We'll give ourselves a rock here, a sense of fluidity. The cells, mainly fluid. Take a pause. Finding your comfortable sitting position. Allowing the spine to reach up and down at the same time. Feeling the support of the kidneys. Having a sense of your boundary, your skin. Noticing if there is a need in your body, hunger or thirst. Imagine that you can take that in and break it down. One hand to small intestine, one hand to heart. Imagine now nutrients being absorbed into the bloodstream. Sometimes we absorb things that are not supported. So now we need our kidneys. Circulation here. They purify. Sense the squeezing again, a bit like an octopus. Our cells, as well as the kidneys, have an internal breathing, very much like this, out and in. We also have impetus, so the hands behind really pushing forward through the kidneys, so they take us forwards. Then a sense of circulation, the blood circulating the body. Our need for protection. And then a twist to one side. Doesn't matter how your legs are. Twist to the other side for changing direction. Coming back to the center. Just closing your eyes for a moment. Tuning into how you're feeling. The messages your body is giving you. The internal domain. You're also in an outer world. You can hear through your ears and feel on your skin. If you softly open the eyes, you receive the light, the colors, the textures, shapes of your external world. Thank you very much. So taking the time you need now to adapt. You might need some transitioning through your boundary of skin. You might be staying here to explore, to rest. And I would like to thank you again for joining me with Cellular Celebration.